Yeah, my mate Wally, Twickenham, got a wine bar, got a club, and I used to work there. I used to work there Saturday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, and go around the club. Yeah, good night, mate, good night, and never had no trouble. Joe Pyle would be there sometimes with Roy Shaw, Alex Steen, and it was just nice to go around the club, enjoy yourself, never any problems. The night I don't show up, not because it's a night I don't show up and it's me, but there's a great big Twickenham game, rugby game. England playing Australia or someone. It's crazy. It's packed. The wine bar is packed with all different nationalities. I think it's Australia they play. I'm not quite sure, and it's all mad. And there's all big guys, rugby players, ex-rugby players that watch the game. Big lots in there. It's packed. Wally's got no one on the door. So Wally's standing on the door, making sure there's not much problems in it. But some of the guys that are walking in are lumps, yeah. So Joe Pyle is in there with Roy Shaw at the far end by the toilets. There, that's where they're sitting right by the end, and just enjoying the night, just having a good drink. Alex Steen wasn't there, just two, Joe Pyle and Roy Shaw, and all of a sudden. Wally's on the door. He's telling some people they can't come in, and these people are just getting a bit rowdy, and they go. Wally's turned his back to go to the bar to see Roy Shaw and Joe Pyle, and three of these guys have walked in. Big lumps, yeah. Over to the bar, getting their drinks. They're a bit rowdy. They've had a drink. They've been watching Twickenham football, the rugby game, and they're a bit have too much to drink, So they're a bit loud. They ain't got a clue who Wally is. Good little boxer, mate, Wally. They ain't got a clue who Roy Shaw is. They ain't got a clue who Joe Pyle. To them, they're just people that have been to the match. So they're having a good drink, shouting and screaming. Wally's walked up to them. Do me a favour, mate. Keep it down. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you got, just keep it down. You ain't got long to go now. It's be finished soon, but keep it down, please. About another hour to go, right? So Wally's a bit pissed off with his people because it's causing more problems. Everybody else in there is getting young because you've got some big people in there, ex-rugby players who've gone to the match, yeah? So all of a sudden, these three guys walk over to the toilet near Joe Pyle and Roy Shaw. When they're in there, they must have come out, they've had a bit of gear, and they're all screaming and shouting and hollering. And Roy Shaw said to one of them, do me a favour, mate, keep your noise down. You know what I mean? Keep it down. And as walked by, and said something to Roy in a funny accent, whatever it was, Australians or New Zealanders or whatever, big lumps, mate. You know what I mean? Like, these geezers are like 18, 19 stone, but lumps, yeah? So the geezers have walked over to the other end of the bar, and Wally's like on the door watching, and these geezers are going over the top. They're just gone mad, screaming and shouting, taking no notice of anybody, Wally or anybody. It's only Wally's little Wally, so they ain't give a monkeys, yeah? They think that Wally's all by himself, and that's it. All of a sudden, Wally's walked over them, and they're screaming and shouting. Wally's told them, he's pointing at them, keep your noise down. All of a sudden, Joe Pyle, Roy Shaws walks over there to back up Wally. These guys are starting and saying, who are these, what are that? And they ain't got a clue who Roy Shaw is. They don't know what Joe Pyle is, but they're going to know. All of a sudden, they're getting a bit leery, screaming and shouting at Wally. Joe Pyle's gone, bang! He's hit one on the chin, knocks him spark out. Joe Pyle, wasn't a bad boxer, mate. Good boxer, Joe. And Roy Shaw steamed in. So the other two went over the top, really bashed them up, yeah? Hit them with chairs, tables, any bottles hanging around, smashed them across the head, just went over the top. People are screaming in there, and there's some lumps, big people watching rugby games, ex-rugby players or whatever there, tell them to leave them out, and this, that, and they could have really kicked off, Roy Shaw, Wally's got all the Roy, please, Roy. Roy's started dragging these people out into the road and just dragged them out and just left them out, and that's it. Shut the door, And Wally said to shut the door and just enjoy your night, yeah. And you must remember, if you're a stranger and you go to a wine bar, not in your area, you come from another country or wherever you come from, yeah, you come to watch a rugby match, and you thinking that you can just walk into anywhere and just get rowdy and start smashing the place up, it ain't on. And you're meeting people like, how unlucky were these people to meet a guy like Joe Pyle and Roy Shaw? You know what I mean? They come right unstuck, mate. You know, it goes to show you that you don't know who, you know what I mean, could be in there. Anyway, bang, bang, well. Good story that, mate.